Rasta. Rastafari represent spirituality of our time. There is everything else is religion and dogma and institution and organization and taking money. Rastafari as a livity, not just the mansions and so on, because even within the organization of Rastafari, you have people who have turned it into religion. But the essence of Rastafari connects with like Zen Buddhism and connects with a lot of the indigenous traditions of understanding the earth and balancing with yourself and knowing yourself and building your community and eating from the land and practicing balance with nature so that you don't take too much without replenishing. These principles are not unique to Rastafari, but Rastafari is the only set of ones who trod in the earth saying these words and promoting this particular lifestyle. Yes, and so you don't need missionaries like how them guys needed missionaries when they were going in the world, right? It's just the liberty that is contagious. And so that is why, as Walter Rodney, I'm so glad you quoted, he's one of my favorite human beings to trod this earth. You see me? I love to see the revolutionary brothers talking about these things unapologetically, and it's really example alone. Your brothers have to see you successful being yourself as an African. You cannot tell them anything. You have to show them. You have to lead them by example.
All herbs are not made equal, right? And I know you promote the consumption of herbs. But what I notice with a lot of people in certain areas is just they can promote it because when they have access to grow it or they know who's growing it. Mm-hmm. What would you say to people in America that's using the herbs? Would you still tell them to consume it, or would you tell them just...
That's a very good way to put it, because a lot of times I am not sensitive enough to the fact that it's not as readily accessible. So I have the luxury of living in Jamaica where I can get a pound and make my oil and make my medicine. But for those who live over here, you have to remember, they treat ganja like drugs over here, and they are genetically modifying herb and shifting the THC CBD balance to give you the highest high, like it's coke them trying to create with the ganja. I don't promote that. I would travel the world and don't even use no herb for 3 months because I can't get organic herb that you have to be careful what you're putting into your brain, right? Because all of the energy surrounding the way it was planted and so on, all of this goes into your body. Just like when you eat animals, all of the tension that is created inside these animals when they're about to be slaughtered, you internalize it when you eat it. So you have to think about the herbs in the same way. If you can't get the ganja, you have to go learn to meditate without it. And you have to go find some other herbs too, because we're not just promoting getting high, we're promoting wellness. And ganja is a thing that is good for your brain. Your brain has cannabinoid receptors. That means you are designed to use this thing to heal yourself. So, and you can get, you can get this from other things too, but if you can't get the ganja, you have to go try grow it. You have to go try secretly grow even a little one plant. I promote that. I promote growing it yourself. And if you can't, then you have to go do your investigation, do your research and find out if it is really that important to you. Because putting some bushweed or some brickweed or some weed where somebody stick up in them woe if you can't come and find, this don't do nothing for you. This can't heighten your meditation. You know what I mean? So you have to look at, why am I using this herb? Am I a junkie? Am I addicted to this thing? Because we're not promoting addiction either. So unless I can get the best quality of food and anything to put into my body, it is not going into my body. So that is my personal stance. But, I understand that living in this kind of society, it's hard for a man to have something to escape. You know what I mean? So that is a dilemma, a question I cannot answer. But I just would say, as much as you can, try to get the best quality food in general.